POV! You just thought chasing an F-16 is safe. Yeah, never underestimate those. This is literally gonna be the last thing you see. I would like to share with you my vision. We first have all of NATO, plus Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Taiwan, and South Korea included in that. The new name would be called Potato. Why? I get that NATO rhymes with potato, but why would whatever? Pacific Ocean and Transatlantic Treaty Organization. These countries gotta be so mad at themselves for calling their organization the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Kind of pigeonholed themselves with that accidentally. Poland is prepared to help Ukraine get draft-aged men back. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian men in Poland, I think it might just be better to, well, I was gonna say disappear, but that works too. This is one of the toughest challenges Ukraine is facing. They just don't have the manpower. Estonian Defense Forces Chief, I am absolutely certain Estonia could win a war. Estonia could win a war. Oh, against Latvia. Key part they left out. I mean, that would be probably your best chance, to be honest. Unless they fought whatever small country this is, there's no way that's a Russian enclave, is it? Why is millennial humor so weird? Comedy that appeals to young people can be surreal and dark and completely meaningless. Meanwhile, Uranus versus Uranus. This is more cringe coming out of my generation. I guess this is actually the meme they chose to lead with for this article. I actually hate everything about this so much. Meanwhile, on the Macedonian subreddit, hey, look at that. Everyone is welcome. Question, I want to know why I'm banned. We banned you permanently because you are Bulgarian. Have a nice day. Well, at least they were polite about it. Everyone is welcome, except if you're from Bulgaria. Oh my goodness, guys. The Hungarian army has mobilized. All their neighbors better be ready for this, because, well, I actually don't know how they're gonna stop it. Hungary about to recreate that Mongolian empire. I don't know why, but it's very funny you can buy a version of the Eastern Island heads for your home garden or whatever. The only thing stopping you is those damn HOAs. Can we bring back Aztec sacrifice to get rid of them somehow? I have good news and bad news. What? I've won, but at what cost? I have finally found this MFer. No wonder it took me so long, though. He's been dead this whole time. Just beat Kronos's most babies eaten world record. Someone get this man out of the maternity ward. Wait, I thought that was actually where they keep the babies. This is where they keep the pregnant women, which makes it so much worse. Oh my god. Funny enough, there was actually a French man several centuries ago that tried to beat Kronos' record. He supposedly only ate one baby, so he still had a long way to go though. This man ate literally everything he could possibly find. As a European, I owe an apology to Americans. Your fast food is freaking good. It almost excuses your obesity. That's what I'm talking about. Just more evidence that the US won a cultural victory a long time ago. Too bad the real world doesn't work just like a civilization game. Trade offer. I receive tacos. You receive hamburgers. What do you say, Mexico? And still to this day, this is one of the greatest trade offers of all time. America invents burritos. Mexico, you invented this. Mexico, okay, I invented this. Yeah, funny enough, if you actually travel to Mexico, it's really hard to find a burrito. They don't really have burritos. I mean, they do, but it's not that popular. Germany trying to get to the Good Food Club, along with Greece, Italy, Portugal, Spain, and France, but unfortunately, the Poop Food Club holding them back. That's the UK, the Netherlands, Switzerland, Denmark, Sweden, Ireland, and Norway. Yeah. Germany's right on the edge. Like, they're so close to having good food. I feel like their Bavarian part still kind of somewhat falls into the good cuisine category. This Italian word is a folk term referring specifically to men of retirement age who pass the time watching construction sites, especially roadworks, stereotypically with hands clasped behind their back. The key is they're also giving unwarranted advice as well, which is the best part, arguably. Insane that this is literally so common they had to create an entire word for it in this language. There's also so many pictures documenting this event that happens daily. It's kind of based. Like, I kind of want to retire and do that. Girlfriend groups. We've got a 17-year-old, an 18-year-old, a 19-year-old, and another 18-year-old versus male friend groups. This dude's 20, this guy's 27, this guy's 35. Well, here's the Haitian. There's a 9-year-old boy, a 52-year-old man, and some sort of dog. Viral dog, apparently. Actually, you know what? This is absolutely right. Another dub for male friend groups. I sleep well knowing the Japanese bully each other over what Western cartoons they watch like we do with anime. You only watch South Park, I guess, and Powerpuff Girls. You know those two are both for posers. Poser otaku. Poser otaku. Wait, are you serious? Japanese have reverse otakus that watch American media? Get the freak off this foreign cartoon board. I have to go down this rabbit hole. Unsurprisingly, Surprisingly, they do like SpongeBob SquarePants, but who doesn't? Definitely wouldn't have expected Tom and Jerry as #1 though. Really curious how the Japanese dub is for all these. Song's pretty cool, I will say that. A translated tweet about the situation of AI art in China. Use AI to reduce costs, fire artists, and hire AI users instead. AI users charge more money, and now the price has no difference with the real artists. Now the company goes back to reconcile the real artists again. Why am I not surprised? Why did they even need to hire an AI user in the first place? They can't just type what they want? So this one kid was like asking for the same salary as like 5 artists or something, giving big bad neighbors that sandwich us the middle finger, and also being the fastest growing liberal democracies with fast growing military power. Say hello to Poland's new best friend, Korea. Poland was also famously best friends with Japan, being named literally honorary samurai and all. Maybe the Polish just like K-pop more though. German economic weakness spurs angst in neighboring countries. Neighboring countries asking Germany to fix their economy. Germany with more and more companies moving to Poland. Well, at least Poland is maybe cool with this. Austria, however, not so much, I guess. When your fascist regime is overthrown by the song that came in last in Eurovision. We're talking Portugal here, I guess. This reminded me of how like the Baltics basically sang for their independence. This is their song they submitted in 1974, and the coup began against Western Europe's longest lasting dictatorship. The most civilized song to ever overthrow a government. Wait, I could so see like chaos in the streets, riots, like things on fire to this music. It actually sounds perfect. It's literally like a movie in my head. Americans, we need guns to protect ourselves. Meanwhile, in Australia, Melbourne man fights off carjacker with a Nescafe blend? Did he just beat the crap out of him with this random bottle? That's actually impressive, but it's also just like the most Australia sounding thing ever. I'm not surprised one bit. Us Aussies don't actually hate New Zealanders. We just treat them like our weird little bro. Sometimes you just gotta poke fun at him to toughen him up a bit. It's the only way he's really gonna learn. Oops! Azerbaijan released election results before voting had even started. I mean, it's one thing to release election results where one candidate gets 169th% of the vote, which I don't even know how that'd be possible, but that's the point. But yeah, it's another thing when you do this, I guess. The many different leaders of the world sitting together. This is obviously from a few years ago. Okay, the pixelated image makes it look all the more terrifying. Oh, these aren't just leaders, these are specific monarchs. They're all monarchs. Here's the Prince of Monaco, Grand Duke of Luxembourg, Emperor of Japan. Not Hirohito, but he has a similar name. Queen of the Netherlands. This is the, who's that again? Oh, that's right, Queen of Denmark. King of Greece, or the specifically Hellenes, yes. King of Romania. Okay, this image is definitely from like 10 years ago, I think. I forgot Bulgaria technically still has a king. What's funny is some of them have a lot more power than others. Actually, some of them have virtually no power. I mean, when you look at a monarchist world map, Bulgaria doesn't even show up. But still, these are royal families that would have been in power. Crown Prince of Yugoslavia. That's crazy. They still got that line going. King of Lesotho, King of the Belgians, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi, okay. Crown Prince of Thailand, Princess of Morocco. I thought this statue was a king for a second there. King of Sweden, which they decided to put Sweden in a very interesting spot kind of by himself. In fact, that's really the reason I'm looking at this image. They put Sweden amongst his peers. Crown Prince of Yugoslavia is the funniest part. Not only is he not ruling, but he also doesn't have a country to rule. King of Spain was taking his siesta. Can't miss those siestas. Love how they put the queen literally smack dab in the middle. Also, she's wearing white, literally just leading the charge out here for this image. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, he has revealed his favorite country on earth, and apparently it's the Netherlands. Unless, of course, unless it actually looks like France from this angle, but okay, I have actually so many questions. Wait, what was he doing? What? He's supposed to color in the US flag. What was he doing here? Sometimes when he rambles, it's almost as if he's speaking Dutch. A new inconvenient truth: Europe's global plans all require money no one has. EU making new rules and regulations. Meanwhile, the EU making competitive tech projects and planning green transitions. Yeah. In terms of money, we have no money. Well, you're just throwing it away right here, so I don't know what to think. Belarus says it thwarted attack on capital by drones launched from Lithuania. You said I attacked you, says Lithuania. Why was it only reported by Russian media? A lot of questions. Lithuanian drones attacking Belarus? What? This is brilliant, looking at the English flag, but I freaking despise this. It does seem like they are just doing a bit too much, honestly. I get you like your blue dragon, and sometimes people have trouble with reading flags. Specifically, this is probably for the Americans, let's be honest. Americans aren't gonna know exactly what this is. Yeah, that's probably why. You have to let it go. It's our fault. Yes, in yesterday's Britain, a better Britain. Hashtag remember England. Back in the day when it was cool, where my pet lion was walking around carrying my groceries to my front doorstep. So this knight on a bike over here, more traditional knight this way, and I just loved the old layout for Greg's back in the medieval times. So much better. Why are they called daddy long legs? Not just long legs? What's the daddy bit about? Yeah. Oh yeah, the subway navies just arrived. This reminded me of how Pepsi used to have the world's 4th largest navy for a second there. Still more credible than the Russian Black Sea Fleet. Oh, okay, I see. Why did the US buy old Soviet aircraft from Kazakhstan? In October, they offered 117 old Soviet-era aircraft, and the US bought apparently 81 of them. The USA needs your help, says Biden. Well, I mean, you know, who can pass up a good deal, I guess. The year's 1980, we're gonna have flying cars in the future. Meanwhile, 2024, the public execution of a tank. This is, okay, everyone's gotta admit, this is literally so much better than having flying cars. I'm just so glad we're doing public executions in the town square again. The US Marines develop a new model grenade where you can stack the grenades as much as you want. It literally looks like a sword. Meanwhile, I guess the US Marines... This is the future of warfare, apparently. And big thanks to my patrons this month.
Drew, je suis ton père de retour avec le lait, regarde dehors.
DOOCHBAGGINS, Amateur Archaeology, Carmel
Ich
Saida,
kann ohne Drecksstimme nicht schlafen.
Fredrik Tibblin, InquisitorXarius, DaBeautiful-MEGAN-Underwood, JohnDenver, KirinoIsBestGirl, the Mexicans, 760,